Kerri-Ann and I have a new palette today. So I wanted to share with you the opening of it and sort of explain how I plan to use this one. So this is a reuse painting palette. It was £10 as you can see. And the reason I wanted to get this one is because the palettes I normally use are these ones here, which are fantastic for travelling and taking out and about, but I find it a bit of a pain if I want to, when I'm sat in the studio, take these out constantly. So that's why they're not in there. Those I mainly use for travelling. So I've been having a look at the different types of palettes that are available, and this one kept coming up and I thought, oh, I'll give this one a go. So let's just see if this is how we open it first of all. There we go. So obviously you can hold this if you want to, like so. I never do, so I'm using that bit. And obviously the idea is that you put your colours directly from the tubes. So obviously you would take your tubes and squeeze parts of them in, and then you would have obviously mixing areas here, and then you can obviously mix as well from here. But what I wanted to figure out is if I could literally just take the colours that I'm working with and put them in like so. So have a play around. So obviously we're only going to be able to fit in how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're only going to be able to fit in the 20. Let's just see if we can put in the 20 that so what I could do then is pull out and mix here, which hopefully will work okay. But let's just pull out a few more of the ones that I tend to use most often. At the moment I haven't really got a plan of how I'm putting them out. I am going to move those across, and probably Rose Madder as well. Crimson. Payne's Grey I'm going to have. I use that one quite a lot. Different blues. So this is obviously a different way of using your palette. So let's move this down. And it's only going to work for those that, you know, don't want to keep squeezing in small amounts. But the great thing is if you do want to squeeze the tubes in, then most watercolours, not all, but most quality watercolours, once they're dry, obviously you can continue to reactivate. So similar to how I use them like this, they can dry in the palette, then you can close the palette and off you go. But if, like me, you're in the studio, you've got a box. This is the sort of box that I use just to store them in, just because it's the only box I had at the time. Those colours I don't use very often. Then obviously for me, I can just take these out, switch them over for whatever palette I need at the time, so whatever colours I'm going to be using in the main work that I'm going to do. And then I just want to see if this is a sort of palette that will work for me, because other than that I have palettes like these here. I have some mini palettes like these, but those are the ones I mainly use when I'm tutoring with the children. So this is totally for me, this is a different palette for me. So another one of the metal ones I often use is this one here, which is great because I've got such big areas for mixing the colours. But for some reason, I don't know why, I'm just not a massive fan of the metal at the moment on those ones. So I'm just going to give this one a go. I'll let you know how I get on with it. It is plastic, so some people don't like using plastic, but we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you know how I get on with the new layout of the palette, and let me know if you've used this one and how you've been getting on with it.